party time, Mom. Welcome to another episode of the Chad Prather Show. We're here in the mothership, Studio 22. The puppet master, the perfectionist, is sitting at the helm, driving us into the nether regions of all things perverted, because we have had some interesting conversations that we're not going to share with the general public. Candice, the queen of the Ethiopians, looking lovely as usual, and Herbert the silent deer with the same face of shock that he was making when the truck hit him. Lisa Page is at the Party Foul Pub as well as Party Foul. Look at you guys representing all the Party Foul stuff.
It is. There's lots of Party Foul stuff out there.
I love it. We're Party Foulers.
That's an old classic shirt.
That's
I don't
the
even
old
make
one.
that
That's
one anymore.
an
way
OG.
back.
OG.
That's way back. We need to make those again.
Yeah.
The Party
They're
Foul
so
approved.
comfortable. That's just like the nice bougie cotton.
Sleeping.
Yeah, we don't mess around. We don't mess around.
Only
with
the
stuff.
best.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the Chad Prather Show, the classic logo, vintage, right there. You can get it at shop.blazemedia.com. Head over there, and you can also get your F the Left shirts. That's my favorite one. Is the F the Left.
Lift up, Chad.
I have nothing to lift.
I'm telling you, I want to do a BLM. Biden loves minors.
I love it.
BLM,
Let's start
and then
a pre-order.
underneath, Biden loves minors. Have you seen the LGBT, the Liberty, Guns,
Yes.
Beer, Trump, and yeah, it's kind of the same kind of thing with the Biden loves minors. Perverted, but true.
You know, Huey that we had on the show, he started a group, Huey
Tan,
Huey the Asian,
yeah,
started a group
Vietnamese.
called Black Conservatives Matter. He started it.
He's Vietnamese, and he started that.
100%.
I love
But
it.
he has a strong conviction, and I
He
agree
does.
with him that it's going to take black conservative males to save this country at this point.
Did he say just males? I think just
He said males.
he did?
Yeah.
He may be expanding that.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, obviously, all black conservatives matter.
Just black conservatives.
Just black conservatives.
Men matter.
But
So just
yeah.
black
I think when that's
conservative
said,
men.
they're talking about man and men of the household.
There's only
men
7 of
of
them
your
nationwide. There's only 7 of them nationwide. We know all of them. They're good friends.
They've
There's
all been
Eric
on your
July.
show.
Let's name them. There's Terrence Williams. There's Eric July. There's David Harris Jr. There's the Hodge twins.
Yep.
Count us two.
There's Joel Patrick. There is
Brandon.
Bryson Gray. Brandon Tatum.
Brandon. What's his face on
Brandon
Instagram?
Tatum.
Yeah.
Officer Tatum.
Uh-huh.
There's C.J. Pearson.
Chris Walker.
Chris Walker.
And
What's our
scene.
truck driving buddy?
Yeah.
Brian.
What are you thinking of?
Yes.
Brian Bledsoe. Yeah.
I didn't want to leave him out.
We probably left somebody out, but they're all good friends. They're all great friends.
That was more than 7.
And let me tell you something. You pull that intelligence together, you're dealing with a mighty force. Those are some smart gentlemen.
Not even worthy to be in the same room.
Not really. Not
Nope.
really. I mean, intelligent gentlemen and lazy, but you know.
Alan West. Did you say
Alan West.
That was
Yes.
Chad Prather
Alan
that
West.
said that.
That's
not
true.
Party Foul Steve.
Anything goes on hump day, y'all. I think Lisa Page brings it out of me. Lisa Page made me do it. That's her Instagram as well as her podcast. Make sure you're subscribed. And make sure you check her out. Have you noticed that your hair isn't looking as full as it used to? Well, that's because you're losing it. Losing your hair is no fun. So I want to talk about some options. I can send you to the doctor for hair loss treatment. Then you're going to go to the drugstore and your jaw's going to drop because you're going to go broke with the price of those prescriptions. So if you want to avoid going bald, and there's no shame in it, right? You want to keep your hair, do it. Go to keeps.com. Keeps, right there from the comfort of your own home. You're going to get the same doctor-recommended approved hair loss treatment, but Keeps is going to offer the generic versions of the medication. So it's going to come in for probably about half the price, right? So one more thing you're going to love about Keeps is it's all online. Answer a few questions, snap a few pictures of your hair, and a licensed doctor is going to review your information, recommend the right hair loss treatment for you. Then it's going to be shipped directly to your home. So don't go to the doctor. You don't need to do that, right? You don't have to go to the drugstore. You can do it all from home. So I'm going to get you started with a special deal. Go to keeps.com/loss for 50% off your first order of Keeps hair loss treatment. That's keeps.com/loss. Go there today. We'll be right back. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys too. Did you see where Kamala Harris, she accidentally referred to the Harris administration during a roundtable which will probably be true. She was talking about economic plans and doing a virtual roundtable. I want to say that was like I love it when they say they're going to do, she's going to be campaigning in Arizona virtually. You're not in Arizona. You're at home on Zoom. Yeah. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, cannot anybody just get on the Zoom call and watch what she's got to say?
Right. Oh, yeah, because if she's campaigning, she's certainly not gathering a list of emails to send out the Zoom code to enter the meeting.
Yeah.
Right?
There's no doubt about it. And you know, Trump recently called Biden the Trojan horse for socialism. There's no question about that. Because in Biden, you know, did you see the clip? And it pissed me off the other day. The guy was wearing a Back the Blue shirt. And Biden goes, "Back the blue, huh? Huh, okay." This pinhead. I mean, who does that?
I didn't see that. Did that really?
Yeah. He kind of laughed it off.
If you notice more and more every day, police departments around the country are starting to...
They're officially endorsing Trump,
They're officially endorsing Trump.
Yeah.
Well, but they're retiring. A lot of them. Listen, if you're a cop in your retirement age, I say this over and over again. Over and over again, every time I'm on a stage, I say it. If you put on a badge every day and kiss your family goodbye with the hopes of just coming home at the end of your shift, God bless you. Listen, there are bad cops out there, but there's bad sex too, but I don't turn any of that down. And there's bad surgeons, but Nancy Pelosi's still getting them titties and face jobs. So, you know, I mean, right? I'm still going to go to the surgeon if I need some help. That funny? You think that's funny? It's true. It's true. I love you. Law enforcement, I love you. You're the vast majority, 99.9999999% of those of you in law enforcement. God bless you for doing what you do. Do you see, you know, people like to steal the Trump signs and stuff. So my neighbors, they cross the street neighbors. They're not neighbors, but they're over there. They were big Beto supporters. They had like 11 signs in their yard, right? Back when he was running against Ted Cruz, and a big storm came, and one of them blew out in the street. And so Jade was checking the mail, and we've got one of those community mailbox deals with the key. Mm-hmm. And Brandon, who was, I guess, 12 at the time, he jumps out and runs over there, grabs that sign, and puts it back in the yard. And so Jade goes, "That was a good thing you did." He goes, "Didn't feel right."
I love it.
He said, I didn't like it. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel right. So obviously people like to do all this stuff. So this one dude in Massachusetts, you can only imagine, he's fed up. 6 of his previous Trump signs have vanished. So you know what he did? He put up an electric fence. Mm-hmm. He surrounded it with an electric fence so that people can't get to it. I say electrify the sign, right? Just
when they go to reach for
like
it,
illuminate it.
Just hook the deal. Yeah.
High voltage spotlights and just put those big beams up there so all your neighbors, your whole city can see.
Yeah, lock
and
it
Roll
up.
it up on your rooftop so they can't.
I've only ever had one sign in my yard for a campaign, and that was Ted Cruz when he was running against Beto, and I put it right out there in front of that neighbor's house in my yard, but it was where they could see it every single day.
That's the only one I've ever had, too, just because you had an extra one.
I had an extra one. I gave it to you. I got one and made Steve put it in his yard. I can't stand Beto O'Rourke. I don't care who knows it. I don't care. So in Indonesia, the anti-maskers that were out there, the local authorities, they had 8 people that broke the face mask laws. I can't believe that's even a phrase. And they made them dig graves for COVID-19 victims. That was their punishment. Okay.
This sounds like something Governor Newsom would.
This is something Gavin Newsom would do.
Gavin Newsom would.
Did you see Gavin Newsom?
Yeah.
And on the surface, this sounds like a good idea, but it's not. Gavin Newsom's big idea right now in California is if convicted felons will help fight the wildfires.
No, this is not real.
This is real.
Stop.
They can become firefighters once they get out of jail.
No.
How about all the unemployed, the people that have been unemployed during this, to go fight the fires?
Oh my God.
But that's the deal. He's offering them firefighter jobs.
Gosh.
If I heard this on the news yesterday. I was driving. I was like, I can't. What?
So without training, Like,
I'm sure they get the training, but okay. Just so what they want is they want prisoners to go out and fight the wildfires, something that firefighters can barely do because it's so damn dangerous. Mm-hmm. And then if they're willing to do that, he'll make them firefighters.
So let's send some untrained felons out there. Okay, I'm not really totally against this. This might be a great plan. Yeah. I'm not against the grave.
Well, they
digging.
are flamers.
I kind of like the grave digging deal too. Let's start with Chicago, downtown Chicago.
Yeah,
let's start there.
Steve's got ideas.
He went like that.
Yeah, I got ideas today.
He did it.
It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day.
I think Chicago. I think they killed another 13 in Chicago this past weekend.
Yeah, so
it's a normal deal. People don't even blink at it anymore. They don't even blink.
No, it's a joke. It's almost as sad that it's.
It is very 13. Sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're going for a record.
Not even a word from Lighthouse. What's her name? Lightfoot?
Lori
Lightfoot. She looks like a turtle.
Yeah. I didn't know she was a lesbian.
She's Libetian?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's not surprising. I just didn't know.
And she's got a partner. Might be a wife. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really care. But once I saw it, it made sense. You ever look at somebody and be like, liberal?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You can spot them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. You can spot them. I can see you coming. I see you coming. Live.
Well, and vice versa. I think they look at us and they're
sometimes.
like, right winger.
I bet you do. I bet you do. Well, if it wasn't for me, you'd probably be a little liberal.
I am a little liberal.
You are.
Socially.
You're
I don't care what,
you'd be one of those progressive nut jobs, though.
Yeah, probably. It's all your fault. I'm not.
You're out there killing babies in the third trimester. No. Protesters, this is New York Post. Protesters demand cops let themselves be stabbed or shot. Can't make this shit up. Yeah, they until our political class repudiates the false narrative about police racism, we cannot expect officers to continue business as usual. They're already pulling back from proactive policing, understandably, having been told endlessly that such policing is racist. Homicides and shootings are spiraling out of control nationally. Every attack on a police officer is an attack on civilization itself. That's true. We're in the process of losing any possibility of civil peace. I haven't put a dent in my ammo pile. I got plenty.
And more coming.
I got plenty. I police myself. Yeah, I'm going to the range today, Texas Gun Experience, and getting some ammo. It's expensive right now if you can find it.
It is expensive. Right. My question is, I'm just curious how the recruitment for being a police officer is going right now.
Horrible.
Have we heard anything about that officially?
I've got good friends that have been police officers 20 plus odd years. And they're getting out. They can't take it anymore. I've told this story. We were downtown. I was Main Street, Fort Worth, downtown. I ran into some friends. They were on patrol out there, sitting in the car. Got out. We talked for a little while, and these skateboarders came by and they were flipping them off. Like right in their face, Lisa, right in their face.
There's no respect.
And I want to kill them. I mean, I want to beat their ass. It's just insane. And you know what? They just went on about it. And these are good cops. I mean, these are good guys. These are dudes that, I mean, just the week before, one of his officers, the guy I was talking to, one of his officers, the guy that got hit by the car and drugged 90 feet and put in a coma in Fort Worth and still not doing well. So it's a sad deal, man. These guys don't make enough to put up with this crap.
Not at all.
I mean, they just don't. And look, I'm all for reform in the sense that they need more funding. They need more training. They need more options that are non-lethal. I mean, I say ride the lightning, right? If you want to have a taser, have one that somebody can't resist. They have a heart attack, screw it. I mean, it's still better taking a bullet. But I say light them up. You want non-lethal, and you're going to say no to the police. At the end of the day, every single video you watch is somebody resisting arrest.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yep.
Just Steve, you've said it.
I've been arrested a couple of times. I've never been shot. I've never been beat up.
I mean, you said it good the other day. You said, I'm like, all right, here I am.
Here I am.
Yeah.
Did it.
I've been arrested, I think, 5 times. Once in Mexico. You spend a little time in a Mexican jail.
Ooh.
That's a whole other deal, y'all. I've lived some life. People, I've lived some life.
I've been around.
You know? That's why people want to come out online and try to blast me. And I'm like, oh, honey, that ain't the worst. That ain't even
Chad's like,
close.
been there, done that.
I've lived some life, y'all. I'm the least. Anyway, all you got to do is say, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. Mm-hmm. I taught my kids. I don't care if that cop is 20 years younger than me. He's a yes, sir.
That's right.
100%. You know what? Because it ain't the individual. It's that badge. It's that oath. If he's going to take the oath, then I'm going to respect the oath.
It's called authority.
It's authority. And you're not going to have authority in life if you don't respect authority. Because someone at some point in time will put you under authority. You can't live without authority. And that's the thing. You got these millennials out here. They love socialism. They love anarchy. Listen to this quote. Gallup poll. I don't know how much we trust it, but since 2010, young adults' positive ratings of socialism have hovered near 50%. That's crazy. October 2019, YouGov Internet Survey, did I say that right, 2019? Story, it headed with 7 in 10 millennials say they'd vote for a socialist.
Ugh.
They want anarchy.
They're so uneducated. They're so clueless.
I like to eat, and you don't get to do that with socialism.
Correct.
Not good food.
Nope.
I'm a capitalist.
It's decided for you.
If you want socialism, then say goodbye to all your little DoorDash and Ubers, guys.
It's all gone.
Yeah, it's all gone. Your
Eliminated.
little iPhones, gone.
Nada.
Apple Watches, gone.
Yep.
All your fun little gadgets, gone.
It's all gone.
Your freedom
Your freedom.
is gone.
That's
Your
a big
food's
one.
gone, fat ass. It's gone.
I guess that's a good diet plan.
Hey, if you need to lose weight, just
Become
be
a socialist.
Hi, I'm from Venezuela. My name is Maduro. I want to introduce you to a brand new plan called socialism.
I weigh 16 pounds.
And these idiots out there who are sitting there going, well, it's just never been tried properly. Mm-hmm. Stop. You sound like Cardi B having a conversation with Candace Owens.
Oh, gosh.
You're so stupid you don't know you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're smart. But you're stupid.
You can't step up like that.
Not with Candace Owens.
Oh,
You
no.
can't. You
I wouldn't
cannot
touch
debate
Candace
No, no, no.
Owens
a
with a
debater.
10-foot
No.
pole. That girl is smart.
Mm-hmm.
I love Candace. I do. She scares me. Mm-hmm. She's in control.
Yeah.
Well, she's prepared. Cardi B, if you are debating someone and in there you say, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to win.
Or, Candace Owens, you know all those tweets going out to Cardi. She's like, what? Say what? Say what? Like, she had no idea.
No chance.
And you could tell she didn't have an actual, like, writer or an assistant tweeting because she can't spell anything. You just knew it was really Cardi tweeting. It wasn't one of her handlers.
She wants that free college. Mm-hmm. Listen, I think that if they would hang her from the bottom of a helicopter and fly over these California wildfires, that her WAP would put it all out.
Make it hot, make it drop.
Hey, listen. You think of your future, you think of goals and where you want to be. Substitute dreams for goals. And suddenly planning your future is bigger because no one ever has small dreams. Dare to dream bigger. Start your bigger future with a degree from Ashford University. Cardi B could have used one. Ashford University's online bachelor's and master's degree programs allow you to learn in a convenient and flexible schedule. At Ashford, expert faculty is going to teach you real-world skills from real-world experiences in online classes built for life's twists and turns. You can learn from home or wherever you feel comfortable. You can pursue a degree in one of Ashford's 60-plus programs like business administration, healthcare administration, psychology, 24/7 access to your classrooms, daily support, and financial aid is available. Ashford's going to give you the tools to go from dreaming to doing, right? So you got to have a big future, you got to have a big dream. Go out there. Ashford's going to help you accomplish it. There's no fee to apply or no standardized testing required to enroll. Go to ashford.edu/watchchad. That's ashford.edu/watchchad. Not all programs are available in all states. We'll be right back. You know, the problem with these kids, first of all, kids are broke. They don't have any money, right? They're broke. So they want to make the world nicer in their mind using your money. And they don't have control over things. So they want to make the world nicer through your effort, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the deal. I mean, this socialism thing is a dangerous thing. Kids are busy being young, or at least they should be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your time that's got to be spent to make the world nicer. That's the whole thing. They want everything to be nice. Well, the world ain't nice, kids, and the world ain't fair. So suck it up, work hard, and I hope you do the best you can, and I hope you succeed. But ain't nobody giving you anything.
I hope not.
Not without a price.
I hope
not. Not without a price. It comes with a big old price tag. There ain't no such thing as free. Stop with this free stuff. I want free college. Okay, well, that ain't nothing more than an extra high school diploma.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need to go to college. Forget it. They're indoctrination camps, right? And you don't believe me. Oh, Ibram, whatever his name was, wrote the anti-racist baby.
The hot topic.
So this anti-racist baby, Lisa, takes a long time to publish a book. Takes a long time to get a book published. This thing to pop out right now, it's been sitting somewhere.
Yeah.
They've been waiting to release this book, waiting for the most opportune time. It's a children's book. Sell it at Target, that I know, and I guess you can get it wherever, but it's called Anti-Racist Baby, which is...
So really, it's how to raise a baby to be anti-racist.
Right.
Is that what it's supposed to be teaching you?
Ibram Kendi is...
that's his name.
He's an author, but he is known for he's wanting people to judge other people not by their character but by the color of their skin. Like, he is teaching racism. So he put out this children's book and it is geared towards parents who want to teach their kids how to be anti-racist. But the whole book, throughout the whole book, it's basically like, if you know or you see another child that's a color that's not the same as yours, you need to basically,
kiss their ass.
Yeah, but it's
They're teaching them to be racist before they teach them to be anti-racist. Sounds like.
Yeah, exactly. Like Martin Luther King stood for judge a person by their character, not their color. Well, Ibram Kendi, his whole shtick is be a racist. Like, he's said it in his past writings, in his past books. He wants it for the future. He wants you to be racist. Like, that's his whole shtick. That's his whole thing. So this book that came out is a baby book. And like, my husband Stu and we did a podcast on this, and he was saying how really what this book is, it's just like the indoctrination of getting into his writings. Like, Ibram's writings, his books are all just about how, white people are bad, and we have oppressed the black people, and that capitalism is bad because a white person came up with the concept. Like, everything that we were built on, like, he wants to go against and tell people that, it doesn't matter. I mean, like, Stu brought up a great point. He goes, you could be a white guy living in a trailer park whose mother abandoned him at 4 months old, but because you're white, Ibram wants, he wants people to look at that person as a racist because he's white. It's such a bad book to have out. And I can't believe Target, well, now I'm learning that Target is not as...
They're woke.
Conservative as I thought. But this book is everywhere. And, you just need to know, buying the book, this is what you're getting yourself into. There's a page in the book where it's this little black baby being held by his mother, and he's trying to catch a butterfly. But if you look at the descriptions and the detail of the book, there's a net that's being held out on one of the pages, and it's a white arm. So basically you're saying, don't get that butterfly. That white person's trying to take that butterfly away from you with the net. It's like all insinuations throughout the book that if you're not catching it, you don't, but now you know. I'm telling everybody.
Yeah.
Now you know. They're all different types of ways he's laid out this book in the pictures that are just pushing
so
white people are bad.
Lisa the other day goes into Target and posts on Instagram, so you can't buy what you can't see. She hid the books.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing that.
I love you so much.
So was this book written for white babies or for black babies?
I think it's written for black babies to be against white babies.
That's what it
Well,
sounds like. more
okay.
like to
Ain't
me,
a whole lot
which
of
is
white
racist.
babies getting this book read to them.
Yeah.
I got a feeling.
Well, the Today Show did a whole interview with him, and of course they were in the bedrooms and the nurseries of a couple of white moms with their kids reading the book. And a lot of people were coming at me yesterday saying, oh, well, thanks. I just made a donation to the BLM in your name. Or thanks. I just ordered 3 books because you just brought. Yeah. Well, that's the point. I'm letting everyone this book is out there. But if you don't know who this Ibram Kendi guy is, and you think you're buying this book because you're trying to do something good, you want to educate your kid. First of all, you don't need a book to educate and teach your kids the morals and the values to be a good person. You don't need a book to tell you that. Right?
Nope.
But the book came out in July, and it's already a #1 seller by a #1 selling author. And it's just, there's so much. And this is this guy's deal. This is what he wants. He wants to progress racism. That's his whole thing.
I think he just wants to sell books and make money. He's a capitalist.
Exactly. He's preaching. He's basically, practicing what he preaches.
I'm telling you, they've had that book. I guarantee you, they've had that book. I'd bet $100. They've had that book sitting on the shelf somewhere.
Yep.
At a publisher waiting for the opportune time for it to come out.
Or it's been out and they just moved it to the front.
No, I'm just telling you.
I said yesterday or last week on Stu Show, where was this book 6 months ago? Where was this book prior to George Floyd?
I'm going to Google it. Mm-hmm. I guess my whole question about all of this, kneeling during the national anthem, the riots, the protests, what's happening in all of our schools. Help me understand why anyone would think that any of this would change the heart of a true racist.
Or putting your social justice slogans on the back of an NBA jersey. Mm-hmm. I mean, what's that? That ain't ending nothing.
It's not going to.
You can put Black Lives Matter on a basketball court. It doesn't change anything. If a person is racist, they're racist.
And that again, I'll say that comes in every color. I said this to my friends. I was hanging around some friends.
Please don't say black friends.
I was hanging around my black friends, and but I did ask. I said, it's both sides, because I said, try being a girl in high school, having a crush and liking a black guy, and they went, oh no, you weren't allowed to do that, and they're right, because the black girls would be like, you're not taking our men.
That's right.
So I didn't look at all of them all of a sudden and think, oh, you're racist. It's just that it's life is life. It's out there in every color.
Yeah. What if you're an albino black guy?
Woo! That guy.
Is there a book about that? I mean, if you're a white black guy, like Obama?
Imagine if this book was written by a white author. If I were to put out this book and every illustration was of a white baby pointing their hand or their finger at a black baby, like, you would be canceled. It wouldn't happen, but you would be canceled. But it's totally acceptable. It's acceptable to put a book out like this, and this guy's getting praised, and people are reviewing it like it's the best thing ever, and it's not.
I need an illustrator because I want to write a book about how to deal with police officers. It's going to be great. It may be racist.
My album, Y'all Shut Up, which was for almost 3 weeks the #1 comedy album in America, has dropped a little bit, and I need y'all to go buy it or download it or stream it or whatever, and let's bump it back up to #1, okay? #3 is not good enough. Way better than Anti-Racist Baby. Y'all Shut Up is the name of the album. Now, that being said, Grammy nominated. Now, let's talk about Joe Rogan has offered to moderate the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, all right, in a 4-hour podcast event. I think that this is a monumentally bad idea. Bad idea.
Get high.
I mean, Joe's going to be high as a kite, and it would be interesting.
Which Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah. It would also be monumentally one of the biggest media events that's ever happened in the history of America. It would be huge, massive. I mean, just incredible. Trump's agreed to do it. He said he would do it. We'll see. Biden's always mums the word on all that stuff. So
Biden wouldn't make it 20 minutes into that. He'd fall asleep. There's no way.
He has to consult with 300 people before he makes a decision.
Yeah, where's
We
my?
don't need a
Did you see him the other day?
president
Where's
that
my
has
staff? My staff always carries. Where's my staff?
Right.
Hey, how much have the Bidens been compromised by the Chinese communist regime? I want you to find out in the bombshell documentary, Riding the Dragon, exclusive on Blaze TV. From the directors behind the explosive Clinton cash, there is a new revealing documentary showing how, for decades, the Biden family has used Joe Biden's public service to line their own pockets. But the alarming scandal is much deeper than public officials' corruption. Riding the Dragon reveals how and the why the Chinese Communist Party gives Joe's son's private equity firm a sweetheart deal worth excess of $1 billion. So I want you to go to Blaze TV YouTube. Go to blazetv.com. Subscribe to that network. That's us. Get it all. But you need to watch this thing. You need to devour it. I'm telling you, it is fuel and ammunition for every debate you'll ever have. It's a major deal. So never miss a thing. blazetv.com. We'll be right back. So talking about that book, and I know people are like, well, why do you make such a big deal out of the book? Because this is the world we're living in these days. It's we've gone backwards. I mean, now that you want segregation, you want the black community's asking for segregation again. They want all of this stuff. You know, they want the people of color community centers at the college campuses and stuff like that. But this anti-racist baby, and it's a programming tool. It's getting in people's heads. It is teaching them. You want to talk about a new normal. That's what's coming out. What you're going to get, what you're going to wind up with, is a dictator regime that's going to happen. Watch and see, because I've said it a million times. Nobody out there, none of the groups, the isms like BLM or the LGBTQ community. And I'm not talking about the individuals. I'm just talking about the groups, right, that push an agenda. They don't want equality. They want control.
You said programming agenda. That is a very astute assessment. Seriously.
Thank you.
That is,
Thank
you're
you.
absolutely right. We're just trying to
You
reprogram.
look very astute right now with those glasses on, girl. I'll astute you. Candace, what were you talking about? Talking about Nazi Germany?
So going along with what Lisa was talking about with the book and the subliminal messaging in it, back in the day, Hitler was kind of the commissioner for film in Germany, and they began creating these movies that showed Boy Scouts going out on different adventures, and they would run into trouble. So an avalanche would occur, and they'd have to choose which boy to save, and they'd always choose the Aryan, like blonde-haired, blue-eyed child over the other child. So they were subliminally like giving people of Germany this message of like, we favor this kind of child over the other.
Yeah.
And kind of started that propaganda through cinema.
Look, all you got to do is watch, like I said, the NBA or any of this stuff, NFL. It's with the social justice messages on the court, on their jerseys and all this stuff. They're making it like you should be ashamed. You should feel ashamed for your skin color. You were born a certain color. You should feel ashamed. Well, I don't. I just...
Or you
sorry
just,
about you, but I don't.
You say racist things all the time and you just don't even realize it. You just don't realize how you're hurting.
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm not going to apologize. Like that black box that went up in June, I didn't post that.
Oh,
I'm not gonna. No, I'm
Oh,
not
no, I didn't post
apologizing. I
that
did
either.
nothing. I did nothing to you.
I made fun of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I publicly made fun of that. And I got everybody wants to come out and say, oh, racist Chad Prather. Oh, shut up. Get over it. My God. I spent 20 years in Africa for crying out loud. Shut up.
Put up a white box, see what happens.
Exactly. That's what Stu said. Just change the context of any of these books, from White Fragility, The Anti-Racist. Just change the names and descriptions to white. No way. It would not be tolerated. Not be tolerated. It wouldn't even probably get published.
No. I'm going to write a book called Black Fragility.
Do it.
And you know what? The average person in the black community, they ain't buying into that crap
I agree.
either. They're not. No. They're not. It's the extremists. I mean, it's the ones that are out there with an agenda. Mm-hmm. And that's true. You know, somebody said the other day, well, you know, the right can be just as bad as the left. Yeah, I get that. Mm-hmm. But there's idiots in every group.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Village idiot. I mean, we got them. We've all got them. I mean, I wholeheartedly condemn any white supremacists or white nationalists or any of that stupid stuff. Anybody who thinks that they're, you know, look, racism, the definition of racism is whenever someone has something withheld from them because of their skin color, okay? So you got to go around back to order your food. You got to go in a separate bathroom. You got to sit in a separate room to watch your movie. That's racism. Something is being withheld from someone because of simply the color of their skin. That's not happening in America today.
I actually prefer to sit in a separate room to watch my movie.
You're so
sorry,
stupid.
Steve. You have to go over there to that room to watch. All right, cool. Yeah. I still have popcorn.
We've done these old theaters around the country. We've done these old theaters, done shows there, and they still have the quote colored section where the wall was, and that was for the blacks going in. It's a sad reminder, when you see this was a separate water fountain and that kind of thing. It's a sad reminder of where America was for so long.
And think about that, though. They would have in the theaters and stuff. They get the upper level and stuff like. And now, though, the upper level at a stadium is like a great place to sit. And
and those are cheap seats in the clouds.
No, they have like skyboxes.
Send your emails to steve@watchchad.com.
Steve's all, they had it great.
I'm just trying to.
You know what? That's why they're trying to go back to it.
Yes, and let's go ahead.
They realize how good they had it.
Yeah.
Jim Crow was amazing.
You think about sports as they're gladiators. They're performing for it.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
I love that you said a sad reminder and a great reminder and something we must never forget.
Yeah.
Because thank God we are where we are today. And that's for people standing up and doing the right thing.
Listen to this. Across the country, pampered children of the overclass are taking part in the vandalization, looting, and burning of businesses, many of which are owned by immigrants and members of minority groups. Under the guise of championing the Black Lives Matter movement, in the 1960s, Malcolm X characterized white liberals as the most dangerous thing in the entire Western Hemisphere, and now we're seeing why. These privileged people hold luxury beliefs, which are ideas and opinions that confer status on the upper class while inflicting costs on the lower classes. Rich rioters burn businesses to the ground and cause chaos in the streets to increase their social status among their equally affluent peers, all the while claiming to fight for the underprivileged. In her 2018 book, Political Tribes, Yale Law Professor Amy Chua quotes a student from rural South Carolina that said, "I think protesting is almost a status symbol for elites. That's why they always post pictures on Facebook so all their friends know they're protesting. We don't like being used as a prop for someone else's self-validation." I agree with that.
Huh.
Rich rioters are cultivating dangerous environments where violence can fester. Compared to Americans who earn more than $75,000 a year, the poorest Americans are 7 times more likely to be victims of robbery, 7 times more likely to be victims of aggravated assault, and 20 times more likely to be victims of sexual assault, according to the U.S. Department of Justice. Rich rioters must be ignorant of such realities, or maybe they hope the poor will become even more victimized than they already are. Listen, when I'm out in L.A. and I'm in West Hollywood and Beverly Hills and all that, and you have these big mansions up on the hills and all that stuff. I mean, if you've been out there, you've seen these monstrosity houses that are built on stilts on the side of the mountain in the hill. And right down the hill, you got people laying there on the street, right? I mean, fix your homeless problem, California. Right there in the lap of luxury, you got people laying there on a cardboard box, And it is. You have these people who pat themselves on the back as these social justice champions, and they're not doing anything about it. They're the ones leading the charge that causing all this bullshit. You're burning down these. You're burning down these. Now, like we've seen black rioters go in and burn down black communities. Now we got white people going in and burning down black communities. I mean, wake up, people.
No.
That's how stupid this is. You gonna write anti-racist baby, but you got rich ass privileged white people that are gonna go in there and burn down the same communities?
Yeah.
And in the name of BLM?
That's right. Yeah.
That's how dumb this crap has gotten.
Or they're mean of income.
Yeah.
They're tearing it down, and there's no making
What
that up.
used to be, it was stupid enough that blacks were going in and burning down black communities and killing their own communities. But now that you got somebody else coming in there and doing it for you, and most of them are whites. Look, I was in Tulsa for the Trump rally. I saw the BLM marches, all the big thing. I saw one black guy. One black guy in the entire parade of the protest. So
look at all the people that are getting arrested. Like these anarchists, these agitators.
Yeah.
A lot of them are these crazy psycho white people.
look at them. They look inbred, too.
That makeup.
boy.
Oof.
Yeah, it's a
little rough.
Brutal. We're being mean today. We'll be right back. So go to watchchad.com. It's where all the fun stuff is, including our tour dates. Kansas City, Missouri, October 2nd and 3rd. October 4th and 5th, we're going to be in Omaha, Nebraska. October 9 and 10, we're going to be in West Jordan, Utah. So we headed back out to Salt Lake City area. I think that's Ogden, basically. We love it out there
It's
in Utah,
20 minutes outside of there somewhere.
Yeah, and then we're going to be in just added Greenville, South Carolina. Gaston Mooney. Greenville, South Carolina, October 30th, November 1st. And then we're going to be in Des Moines, Iowa, November 6th and 7th. We're going to be in Appleton, Wisconsin, November 12th and 15th. Naples, Florida, 10th and 13th of December. And down in the Woodlands next year. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. It's a full calendar, so it's good
You're a big
stuff.
deal.
Well,
It's okay. Just a little bit. Son of a bitch.
we work hard, I can tell you that. We work hard. We do. So
We
go to
work hard. We play hard.
watchchad.com. Go out there and check us out. Sydney Watson looked at me last night. She goes, "You look like shit." Like, yeah, I kind of feel that way too. It's all good.
You've been running hard.
I go at it, man. I want to hit the grave sideways, skidding in that son
Yeah,
bitch.
man,
You know
he's
what
a
I'm talking
hustler.
about? People are like, you got to slow down. I'm like, you got to kiss my ass. I don't believe in slowing down, man. I got the word gypsy tattooed on my body in 2 different places. Trust me, I like to go. True story, Lisa Page. Lisa Page made me do it. That is her Instagram as well as her podcast. Go subscribe to it. Do us a favor. Go over to Apple Podcasts. Find the Chad Prather Show. Subscribe if you haven't already. So also subscribe to YouTube. But while you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a rating and a review because I don't like being beat by Stu Bergier Show, Stu Does America, in the rankings, right?
You just have to say 5 stars. It's great. Whatever.
5 stars, say love you, whatever, .. Just
Stu?
do it. And do it for all the Blaze shows because what it does, it makes us more findable. It works with the algorithm to make us, when we're higher in the ratings, I don't want to be 150. I fell out of the 200 over the weekend, the top 200. Mark, I blame you because you were out of town.
It's true.
Right? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you guys.
Love you.
God bless you. Take care of yourselves. We will talk to you next time. Goodbye.